Alrighty everybody, welcome back to a new episode. I'm Ramzastro. For newcomers to the channel, for people who've been with us for a while, welcome back. So today we are going to be looking at a couple of action figures for the upcoming movie Godzilla vs. Kong. I am extremely excited for this movie. I've been excited for this movie for several years now. It was delayed. It was supposed to be out last year because of all the nonsense. I cannot wait. It's finally coming. I cannot wait. So let's have a look at these action figures. So first off, we've got the Godzilla, who's looking badass. And we have got a Kong. These were graciously donated to the channel from one of our fan viewers that tune in every week for the live stream and watch these videos. So thank you very much. You know who you were that donated this. So we've got Godzilla and we've got Kong, the titular monsters from the upcoming Monsterverse movie. I cannot wait. So we'll leave you for last, Godzilla, because you're the main event. I'm a Team Godzilla man. Team Godzilla all over the shop. So let's have a look at the Kong first, and then we'll get him unboxed. So packaging looked quite good. It even says Monsterverse with the Monarch logo. Kong with battle axe. It has some battle damage revealing. You can see his axe there. He's got some battle damage. But let's look at the packaging. We've got some destroyed cities there. Nice blue and orange neon seems to be the marketing for this film, which I quite like the look of. It's the same this side. Godzilla vs. Kong. That one just doesn't have any logo. So let's have a look at the back. So it shows you the other figures in the line with some extra detail. So let's have a read. Legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash in a spectacular battle for the ages. The monster war rages on the surface and deep within our world as the spectacular secret realm of the Titans, known as the Hollow Earth, is revealed. So I'm going to assume we're going to see some different worlds in this movie, because we're going to see the monster world, I think, which is going to be really cool. So I've got the Godzilla vs. Kong logo. So Kong with battle axe. Feel the mighty strength of Kong as he enters the ultimate battle royale against Godzilla, with bone-crunching primal strength and a legendary new weapon fit for a king. So there's his battle axe there. I am suspecting that's made up of one of Godzilla's spikes in his spine. That's actually quite a good picture of Kong. It looks like he's got some good articulation on him. There's a battle damage reveal, so let's see who else we can get in this line before we get him unboxed and have a proper look at him. So we've got Godzilla with Heat Ray. That's the one that we have down there. It should say Atomic Breath, not Heat Ray. We've got another Kong figure. He comes with a small fighter jet. That's almost the exact same figure as this one, but it's just got a different head on it. It's the only difference I can see. It's got a different head on it. We've got a Skullcrawler with a Heave, as pronounced Heave. I think that's just another weird vehicle. I quite like the look of the Skullcrawler vehicle. I know my son has all these figures except that one, so I think he's quite excited to see that. Okay, we've got the Warbat with an Osprey. So the Warbat, I think that's a new creature that's going to be in this movie, because I've seen it in the trailer. That looks pretty awesome. And we've got another Godzilla figure. It comes with a radio tower to knock down. His spikes are not lit up. His spiny things are not lit up, which are pretty cool. So let's get this bad boy unboxed and have a proper look at him. Yeah, so we've got Kong out the box. It actually took quite a while. It was surprisingly well packaged and quite sturdy in there. So as you can see, I've got him standing here in this nice pose. He's extremely well articulated. You can put him in a variety of poses. He's got no stiff joints. You can also see that I've got that battle damage cover on his arms. You can't see that he's battle damage just now. He's holding his axe, which, to be fair, is a bit of a nightmare getting into his hands. As an adult, it's hard prying his fingers open just to squeeze that into his hand. The detail on him is pretty good. You can see that he's clearly covered in fur. It's well painted. I wish there was a bit more detail on it, maybe a bit more shading. His chest has got those scratches on it from the first Kong movie, obviously some battle damage, and he's got that big scary look on his face. He's ready for battle. He's about to go whip Godzilla, or so he thinks, because Godzilla's going to whip him. So I'm quite happy with this figure. It's extremely well detailed. It's quite darkly painted, so I had to get some extra lighting in just so that we could see some details on his face, because without the lighting it is just doesn't show up on the camera all that well, and it's still not that great. You'd have to basically point a torch point blank at his face for the camera to pick it up. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this Kong has turned out. He's gonna be in the background for my video from now on. I'm not sure if I'll keep the box though, because I managed to get him out without damaging that. So I might keep him just sit him in it, display him in that. I'm quite tempted to do that. So yeah, so let's move on to the main event. The big man, Big G, Gojira himself, the actual king of the monsters, Godzilla. So here we have the man himself, Godzilla, looking cool as ever. You can see here his spines, whatever you want to call them, are made in this weird translucent rubbery blue, which is awesome. My only complaint is they're extremely sharp at the points. I've got lots of little marks on my hands from when I was trying to put in his chest wound, but as you can see, it is quite good. The tail is nice and long, and for once it's not a rigid tail. Is on a ball joint, which was surprisingly hard to get in, but once it was in, it was great. Some movability in that tail, you can swing it. The chest joint took quite a while to get in properly. If you could just slam it on, but some of it sticks out and it doesn't look good, so I spent a good 5 minutes getting that pushed in. I can't see myself taking that chest wound out again, but here you can see when the chest wound's out, you can kind of see like a bloodied up version of Godzilla's ribs. It looks pretty cool. Hopefully it doesn't get damaged like that in the movie. And here, the detail on his skin looks great. He looks just like Godzilla's scales. The face looks great. My main complaint about the face is the eyes. They're just blue with a little black dot in the middle. He's got a articulate mouth. It can open and shut. And also the big selling point of this figure is you can put in his atomic breath, or heat ray as this figure calls it, and make it look like he is spewing out some awesomeness. So let's do a jump cut to see how that looks in his mouth. So as you can see, the heat ray or atomic breath is made out of the same translucent blue rubbery plastic as his spines, and it looks amazing. There's a little hole in his upper jaw that it just clicks into, so it's easy to stick in, easy to pull out. Oi oi. So it looks great. This could make a great diorama of Kong and Godzilla fighting, with Kong coming at him with the axe and Godzilla just shooting out the heat ray at him. I think it would look great sitting on a shelf like that, especially with his chest piece put in fully like that. I don't see how it's going to get knocked out. These things are actually, they're like a semi-solid, semi-soft rubber, so they kind of mold into place. So I thought it was going to be like maybe if they get hit, they pop out. So I'm not entirely sure how easy they are going to come out in basic play, but let's have a look. Okay, now we've got them out of the box and set up. I'm going to see how easy it is to knock out Kong's wounds. I'm going to show you. It's basically just a bit of rubber that slides into place and you just kind of push down. So I could push that down further, but it kind of hurts my thumbs. I don't know how a child's supposed to do it, but I could push it down further if I had the time. So let's see how easy it is for Godzilla to knock that piece out. So with the atomic breath, I would say it's impossible. So let's pop that out of his mouth and hit it with the tail. So yeah, so it's barely coming out. What about with the spikes? There we go. I kind of had to jam that up there just to get it to pop out, but it would work. So I think if it was kids playing with it constantly, these little bits would be a bit more loose. So I think they would have loosened over time, that's what I mean. So I think that after a while they'd be a lot easier to knock out. But you'd get some good play with both of these action figures. I'm really happy with them. Thanks for sending them into the channel. I'm really grateful because I was considering buying them myself. So now I might just get the rest of the series. If you'd like me to get the rest of the series and do an unboxing of them, have the full series, That's something I'll consider doing. Let me know in the comments. Comment on this video. Comment on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just let me know. So yeah, I'm quite happy with these figures. They're going to be great display pieces. I was going to display them in the box, but I just realised Godzilla is too big for the box. I'd have to pop his tail off. Oh, so there goes that plan. I'll just display them without the box in an action pose, I suppose. Oh, I've Godzilla versus Stay Puft now. There we go. Settle it once and for all. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy with how these figures turned out. They're much better than I thought they'd be. They were decent size, but when it comes to Godzilla, you'd like giant toys, but they do they do make larger figures of these. I think they're 22 centimeters tall, so you can get a King Kong, and a Godzilla. They don't look like this. They're slightly different. I don't think they have the battle features or the damage or even weapons. They're just larger action figures. I do have a massive Godzilla action figure from the 2014 movie. It's 3 foot long. It's a big boy. My sons get basically the same figure, but from the second movie. They're big boys. They kind of take up a lot of space in the house, but they are awesome. As you can, I'm a big Godzilla fan. I cannot wait for this movie. I really, really cannot wait. It's going to be amazing because I loved Godzilla. I loved King of the Monsters. I even liked Kong Skull Island. I'm not the biggest King Kong fan, but I do enjoy the movies. I've always preferred Godzilla myself. I still remember the first Godzilla movie I ever seen as a child. I bought it in the Inkpad in Irvine, I think it was called Inkpad. It was a PC shop that sold ink cartridges and stuff, and had this bargain bin, and it was full of VHS tapes, and they had right at the top it was Godzilla, Terror of Mecha Godzilla, and I think it was like $4.99 or something. I was like, I'm spending my pocket money on this. I want to see this old Japanese Godzilla movie. So this was like, I'm going to say about 1995, 96. So it was a good few years before the first American Godzilla movie, and I remember seeing a few other Godzilla movies after getting that VHS tape, then being let down by the time the American Godzilla movie came out. I was already a cynic at that age of 11. So yeah, I'm really happy with these toys. Let me know what you think of them, and if you would, and once again, let me know if you want me to get the rest of the series to unbox and review, because it's something I'm considering doing, but only if people want to see it. If they don't want to see it, I may just get them and not do an unboxing. But let me know if you want to see the unboxing. Please let me know. Please. So, if you're new to the channel, thanks for giving this video a go. Thank you again. If you liked it, hit the subscribe button, hit like, whatever. We've got loads of videos on here you may enjoy. Ghostbusters, we've got unboxings, we've got video games, we've got lots of stuff. And if you're already a subscriber to the channel and you've tuned in, thanks for coming back. And everybody, as always, don't forget, have a good one.